Welcome to the 2019 Surveyor 19 RBLE. So right back in the corner here, we've just got your power inlet. Now your cord will look a little bit different, but it's the same thing in the end here. So you just get the little one notch at the bottom, lines up with that notch down there, pushes in, and a little 1/8 turn locks it in place. Yours also has a little locking ring where you can actually bring it back, tighten it onto those threads there, and it locks it right in place. And then if you go back to the end of your cord, you'll have this standard 30 amp end right there. Most campsites are going to have that. You can just plug straight on in and you're good to go. If you're looking to plug in at home off of a regular 15 amp outlet for running your fridges, charging your battery, whatever it may be, we do provide you with an adapter as well. Right above it is your cable and satellite inlet, so a coax cable plugs into there, fires up at your TV location. In the back bumper here, you just got this little plug, so we'll just pull that off, reach inside, and you've got your sewer hose here. So just take note of these two ears there. They are how you connect your hose to your sewer system. And in the back corner here, as well as in each other corner of the unit, you've just got these stabilizer jacks. And what they'll do is they'll just come down, contact the ground, another rotation just to firm them up, and they'll get rid of that sway throughout the trailer as you walk through it. For your sewer system, you just got the cap right there. Just turn that off, comes off, and same two ears as your sewer system, as your sewer hose, sorry. And so you can see on the right side here, you've got this black valve. Black valve is filled from your black tank, which is your toilet. So when you're dumping your tanks, you're gonna wanna do that black first, let that run out completely, and then once that's done, you'll switch over to the gray here. The gray is filled from your sinks and your showers, so generally cleaner water. Do that last and it'll just clean out the hose for you. And then same thing, just attaches onto there, turn it around, and there you go. Right above it here is your exterior shower, so you'll get a little key just like my little round one here. This guy there. Just inserts into here, turn it open, and you've got hot and cold water, 3-foot hose with the standard head. So if the dog's out getting muddy, you can spray him off before he goes inside. And moving down, you've got your water system at the front here. So the port on top there, if you open that up, is your freshwater tank. You take a water hose, stick it into there, fills up your freshwater tank. And then right below it is your city water connection. So you take the same water hose, stick it into there, turn on the water, and it pressurizes the water lines throughout the unit. For your fresh tank drain, it's just down here, right in the center there, that little white cap. Pull that off, drains out the tank. In this front compartment here, if we just open that up, you can see we've got the water hose here for you, as well as the park adapter I was telling you about. So your cord into here, and then the other end into the house. And for your cord, this is it right here. So that's your 30 amp end you'll be plugging into a wall. And this is the side into your trailer. And this is that locking ring I was talking about there. And this little jack right here is just to fit onto all of your stabilizers there. Run them down, run them up, and put it back away. If you're looking to do it with a drill, it's just a 3/4 inch bit. And into the front here, you've got your power tongue jack. So up, down, and the manual override in the back here. So you just take a 10 mil, stick it down there, run it up and down. And in this black cover right here, if you just pop that off, you've got your 2 propane tanks. This customer has opted for the 2 tank upgrade. So you can see in the back here, you've just got this little changeover. So this arrow is currently pointing over to this tank, letting you know that you're running off of this tank right now. So you can see that little red back there. It's just letting you know there's no propane in the system. So if you had this tank open and that went red, it's letting you know this is empty, at which point you'll just be switching over to the other side. Open up this tank and it goes green, letting you know that propane is present and you're good to go. For accessing your tanks, you can just do it right through the flap there. And in this little black box is just your battery. So as long as you're plugged in through that short cord in the back, that battery is charging for you. Right on the front is just a little leash latch, so you can tie the dog up. And on the side here, you've got your solar panel plug-in. So Furion solar panel plugs into there, charge your batteries. For more information on that, the website's just right down here. This compartment here is just the other end of your storage. So like I was saying, it does just see straight through. A couple of dog dishes up on the wall there. Making our way back, this black port right here is just your fridge, so just a service port, nothing back there for you to worry about. Right below it is the furnace outlet. So whenever you're running your furnace, you just want to make sure nothing's drooped over that or blocking it off. It does get hot. And also right in the bottom here is just an LP quick connect. So if you wanted to get yourself a barbecue, you can hook up to your propane system just right there. Up, we've just got 2 exterior speakers as well as your porch light. Right here is just the vent for your stove. So of course, propane stove, whenever you're using it, is putting off fumes. So there is this little fan inside that I'll show you. There's a little flap back here. You just got to pull back to open it up so that fan evacuates the fumes. And right down here is a little G5 protected outlet. So if you want to make coffee outside, watch TV, you got the power to do so. So these 2 water hoses right there, the one on the left is red, the one on the right is white. If you're looking to drain out your trailer, so if you're leaving for a while, winterizing, whatever it may be, pop those 2 caps off and it'll drain the water out of the system. And then just right in the very back here, you just got your hot water tanks. This little keyway there, just line that up, pops open. Pressure relief valve up here. Before you ever turn it on, you just want to hit that. Make sure that shot of water comes out. That little bit of water coming out is just letting you know that it is full. It is safe to fire it up. Before turning it on with electricity, just a little switch down there. Flip that switch and turns it on with electricity. For propane, all of the controls are inside. And once we get there, I'll just go over the reset procedure. The reset button that I refer to is just right there. And then just over to the side here, kind of behind your spare tire, is just a little black tank flush. So over time, you may notice that, you know, your black tank, you know for a fact it's empty, you've just gone and drained it out, but it's still reading 1/3 or 2/3, whatever it may be. So you just take your water hose and stick it into there, turn on the water, open up your black valve, and let that flush it out. For your handle here, just up 90 degrees and it locks in place. You grab the step, pull it out, and flip it over. And then as you open up your door, just on the back side here, you just got the little T-latch. Holds it open for you. So, as I'd mentioned, the customer had opted for the 2-tank upgrade, so we just placed their old parts inside. Alright. So once you get inside, right down on the bottom there is your power converter. So just press the top there and it'll pop open. Got all your breakers on the left side there. Whenever a breaker breaks, it'll sit in the middle, so just turn it off and then back on. Also got all of your fuses on the right side here. Just inside the entry on the wall here is also your fire extinguisher. So standard, pull that pin out, point and shoot. Beer bottle opener, as well as a USB charger. Right up on the wall on your first entry, on the right side there is your interior lights. Turns on all of the ceiling lights here. Porch light on the right there turns on that orange light outside. So the awning I'll show you once we get the awning opened up. For your slide room, press and hold out and the slide makes its way out. So those 2 kind of hums from the motors, you get a little bit of a click too, just letting you know that it is fully extended now. And for your awning, same idea, press and hold out, makes its way out. And so right in the very end, you'll see the little strip there with your awning light. There it is. You turn that on. So that light coming back does illuminate the trailer very nicely at night. Now if it were to start raining when you've got the awning out, it is of course going to hold water. So what you can do is you can come to either arm, front or rear. Just loosen off this knob here, pull it in, lock it into place. And what that'll do is it just changes the pitch of your awning so all of the water is then allowed to run off. Now if you like this angle better, just because it does give you more shade, you can do the same thing at the front here. Pull it in, lock it down, in which case you got more shade now. Whenever you're bringing it back in, you just want to make sure these knobs are loosened off and the arms are fully extended, just so that you're not bending anything. And another thing to note with your awning is you don't want it open when it gets to about 15-20 kilometers an hour of wind. At that point, it's acting like a big windsock and starts bending arms. So press and hold the track and it'll come way back in.
What's that?
So right around the corner up on the wall here is just your stereo. So the power button there turns it on. After that, very simple. Got your auxiliary, just connects right there through that auxiliary inlet. AV is in the back, not currently hooked up. If you wanted to hook it up for your TV, feel free to do so. Have us do it, whatever works. AM, FM, so of course stereo. So we'll just turn that up for a second there.
This is Now Country.
So right above your stereo, you've just got this little knob there. Over to the left is your inside set of speakers. In the center, it'll use inside and out. And over to the right, it'll use just the outside. Right. So volume there on the right, scan on the right as well. HDMI is just right in the front here. USB also in the front, and Bluetooth, of course, to your phone. For turning it off, press and hold the power button, it'll turn it off. If you just press that power button, it's just your mute. And so beside it, just got the storage compartments. Right here in this blue pouch there is all of your owner's manuals, your keys, everything for the trailer is just in there. For your rain shed here, just got the light on the left, fan on the right. So that's that fan that's going to be evacuating the fumes from our stove. For our stove, we'll just flip back that cover, grab a lighter, and turn it over to light. And there you go. Now if you haven't been to the trailer for a while, it might take a minute just to clear the air out of the propane lines before it does fire up. That is perfectly normal. Then of course your sink here with the fold up cover. For your fridge, power button on the left there turns it on. On the right here is just your good control. So you can have that button go in to run on auto, in which case it's going to use AC power. If AC power is taken away, it'll switch over to gas automatically. If you're looking to run it solely on the gas, just have that button come out and it'll fire up just on gas. If that check light there were to come on, it's just letting you know that it hasn't lit up on the gas, at which point off and back on to reset it. Inside your fridge here, temperature control is just on the right there, so having it up is colder, down is warmer. Freezer compartment. Right below it is your furnace. So whenever that furnace fires up, we'll show you in a minute here, but on the left side you'll actually be able to see that flame going. Right on this side of your bed here, right in the wall here is a TV backer, so if you want to mount the TV, you feel free to do so. Power outlet right up here for it, as well as your cable outlet right here, and satellite to the left of it. The button there, turn that on, turns on that red light. That red light on is just letting you know that your antenna is turned on and you're capable of getting signal. And then of course, the front bedroom, just all the storage here. These two cushions here, just fill in the dinette. So as you pick up the foot of your bed, you just got a storage compartment underneath it. And storage all across the top. Just open cabinet here, straight across. Right above your heads in bed, you've got the little reading lights, as well as the storage on either side of it. Outlets in the bottom towards the floor. Right above my head here is just a smoke detector, so press and hold that. It works. And then in the slide, you've got more storage across the top. Again, just another open cabinet. For your table, it is on this travel latch here. So on the side here is just that little yellow tab there. You're just going to push the table around and it swings over. As you bring it up, that tab will lock in place. So when you're bringing it down, you're going to pull that back and then push it over. Just like that. So when you've got it down, you flip it over down onto the floor here. And then this cushion here fills it in for the bed. So this cushion you can store up there. I like to just leave it over here. These cushions you do have to remove because the slide does come over these boxes there. For your table, if you just flip it up, grab this strap here, just flips around, and then down here you've just got the little latch. Locks it in place. GFI protected outlet right in the wall down there. And right above it is your thermostat. So press the power button, it'll start off at off. Hit the power/mode again, and it'll come into your fan speed. Now if you're looking just to move some air throughout the trailer, leave it on high or low, and that'll just use the fan to move some air. If you're looking to run your furnace or your AC, you're gonna want that on auto. So from auto, we'll hit mode again, it'll come into cool, select your temperature just from the side there, and it'll fire up the air conditioner. Now this is not a ducted ceiling in this unit, so you do just have these louvers here, just kind of opening or closing them as you wish, as well as that one in the center there. And that'll just choose where you're shooting the air. After the AC, if we just hit mode again, it'll come into furnace. And that's where you'll be able to see that flame going, if it's cold enough. So it'll be right back there, just kind of through that sight glass. You see the little blue flame. There we go. And so just to the right of your furnace and right below your stove is your microwave. It's a standard type of household microwave with the convection feature. Not much I can teach you there. The spice rack across the top does have a little bungee cord, as well as a little storage compartment here. A little black box on the floor beside the door is an LP detector, so propane's heavier than air, it sits on the floor. So it works just like a smoke detector. If there's a propane leak in the trailer, it'll detect it and start going off. And then lastly, just in the bathroom here, light switch just inside. The roof vent right here, so turn to open. Hit that switch there, turns on the fan. And then your monitor panel here. So on the right side is your water pump. Turn that on, turns on the water pump, draws out of the freshwater tank. To the left of it is your water heater. So this is the propane side of controls. So turn that on, you'll get that fault light come on, letting you know that the ignition sequence will start. Once the light goes off, the ignition sequence has started, and if it were to come back on afterwards, it's letting you know that it hasn't fired up, at which point you'll be going out and hitting that reset button that I'd shown you. So there you go, stood right here, you can hear the whirring of that thing going. And then the monitor panel also tells you your battery charge level. So because they're plugged in right now, we're currently C for charging. G would be good, F is fair, and L is low. Same idea for your fresh tank, so as you fill it up, it'll go third, 2/3, and full. Same thing for your good black and your gray. GFI reset, just right beside the toilet here. Test on the bottom, reset on top, so if any of your outlets don't work, it's a good thing to check. Toilet with the little foot lever on the right. Standard shower, a standard head. And then just storage over here. So any other questions on the unit, please feel free to give us a call, 204-237-7272.